Hello everyone, welcome back to CKA Outdoors. And for the next several days, we will be in the backcountry of Alaska, moose hunting, and hopefully finding a legal bull. So come along for the ride, and hopefully this year we can get a moose. Hey everybody, we're at the trailhead, and we're gonna go back into the mountains, moose hunting. It's later hunting season, we have about 5 days left now. Got our loads all loaded up and we're ready to head out there, and hopefully we can get a moose. We got one last year out here, so yeah, let's head back there and see if we can see anything. I think got everything unloaded. Now we're heading up to a little spot because the sun's starting to go down. This is gonna be like the best kind of spot for us either late at night before it gets dark. Just get late, so we're gonna go up to the ridge and spot for around and see if we see anything. Okay, we made it up here. It's kind of chilly right now, and we just got here maybe 5-10 minutes ago. We already spotted 2 big bulls. Okay, there's one right down there. You can see it's dead center. It's crazy. It's a nice bull, but it's not quite legal. And then across the river on that fence next to that valley, you can't see it in here, but there's a really nice bull over there. And we're checking it out. And we're seeing if it's legal. It definitely could be. We have a friend that saw one around this area over there that was legal. So we're gonna check that one out and see if it's legal. Well, we spotted for a little while, but it's really quickly cold and it's starting to get dark out. And we saw a bull down here right underneath us. It was close to 50, but it was probably only 45, so it wasn't quite legal. And the reason that they have to be over 50 is because around here, the rules for getting moose is their rack has to be over 50 inches wide. They have to have 4 brow tines on at least one side. Or they have to either be a spike or a fork. So that's what we're looking for, and that's why they have to be over 50. But the one across the river that we saw was pretty nice. We don't think it was over 50, but we think it has 4 brow tines on one side. So tomorrow morning we're gonna wake up and probably go after that. We're gonna get back to camp and head to bed. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. It's just starting to get light out. The sky is just starting to get light up. It's a cool morning. You can see the frost. So we're gonna head up after that one ball and see if it's legal. So yeah, well, we made it, and these are right up there in that valley. So we're gonna go take a close look at them. We think that bull has 4 brow tines, so we're gonna put a stock on it and see if it's legal. Okay, we made it up here and parked the wheelers. So now we're gonna head over there and see if this bull's legal, or maybe if there's like a spike mark or something with it. We think it's probably legal, so we're gonna take a closer look at it once we get up there. I can't look from here. Might not be over 50, but he might have 4 brow tines, so we're gonna check him out. See if he's over 50 or has 4 brow tines. Well, there it is. We've determined that it's not quite legal. It's probably high 40s, but and it has 3 brow tines on one side and it has 4 brow tines on the other side, but the 4th brow tine is too small to be legal to shoot it. So not quite there, really close, but yeah, it's a pretty nice decide not to take it. But now we're just gonna spot for a while. We're spotting a few moves from up here. Really good spot to spot, but yeah, we'll see if we can find more bulls that might be legal. Well, we made it back a little while ago, and now we're just spotting. See if we can see any bulls up there. We see some of the same bulls that we saw up earlier. One right dead center screen. It's too far away to see. Oh, too far away to see, but yeah, it's a bull. It's probably still one of the ones that we saw earlier, but we're gonna spot for a little bit longer and see if we see any new bulls. So yeah, hopefully we see some. Well, it's dark out. We're getting ready for bed. It's like 9:30. So we didn't see any bulls that we didn't see earlier today. All the ones that we saw earlier, but none of them were legal. But we're gonna get to bed, but we'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning. We're up a little bit later this morning. You can see the frost on the bushes. It was really cold last night. It's still kind of cold. But today we're gonna drive a little bit farther and go to a different spot and hopefully see some moose. So see a few bulls, but nothing legal yet. So hopefully we'll see one that's legal today. But we still have 2 days left to season. So yeah, let's see if we can find some bulls. Okay, we made it up here. Been up here for a little while spotting for most of the morning. We've seen, I think, 2 bulls and like 6 or 7 cows. But we're gonna spot for a while, hopefully find some that are legal. But we're seeing some moose, so that's cool. So we're gonna keep spotting, hopefully find a nice bull. Okay, we spotted for a little while. Saw a few moose, no bulls up there where we were spotting though, just in different places. But we just moved down the hill a little bit to spot this bench. And it's a long ways away, but there's a pretty nice bull over there in that valley. So it could be legal. We might get a closer look at it, but we don't know how big it is yet, but because it turned its head. And it's kind of hard to see right now, but it's a nice bull, so we're probably going to take a closer look at it. Okay, we took a close, well, not too close look at that bull, but we think it's worth taking a closer look at it. I think it's probably legal, but we're taking the four-wheelers to see if we can get a closer look at it and see if it's legal. Okay, so we took the wheelers down to the edge of the bench. He's somewhere up in this valley up there. We can't see him from here though, because we're too low down. But we're gonna look for him and see if we can find him. And if we find him though, we can probably tell if he's legal or not legal. So, yeah. So we made it back to camp. And we head back because one of our four-wheelers is almost out of gas. But we're gonna have dinner and then maybe do a little bit of spotting from either here at camp or go up to the four-wheelers, go up with the four-wheelers and ride up to a higher point where we can spot a little bit better. But we might go after that big bull tomorrow. I think it was probably mid-50s maybe, but yeah, so we're gonna have dinner and then probably spot for a little bit. Well, it's dark, it's getting late, you can barely even see fire pit, but spotted for a little bit longer just around camp. Didn't see anything that stuck out too much. Saw a couple bulls, but those ones we've already seen and looked at. None of those ones were legal, but we're gonna head to bed and tomorrow morning we might go after that bull. We think we did a analysis on how big we thought it was, and we re-looked at the pictures and we think it's probably low to mid 50s. So we're probably gonna check out that bull tomorrow, and maybe if it's legal we'll take them. So yeah, we're gonna head to bed and we'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, we're up this morning legal, and if he is, then we'll put a stop on him and see if we can't get him. So yeah, we're gonna go across the river and get ready to start hiking up after him. Okay, we made it. Get more stuff loaded up on our backs to hike up there. And there's somewhere up at the top of this hill, moose. We're gonna hike up around and see if we can spot them and see if that bull's legal or not. Okay, we watched that bull for a while and decided it wasn't legal. So we think it was like 48, 49. Even if it was over 50, we weren't gonna risk it. So, but we did find this old moose rack. It was like a bear killer or wolf killer, just died of old age or something. 1 or 2 years old, maybe a little bit older. But yeah, we're gonna head back to camp, get some dinner. There is a big group of moose up on that bench way up there. We might go check those out tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day of season, so hopefully we can get a moose then. But we're gonna head back to camp and go get some dinner. Well, that was a nice bull, but wasn't quite legal. Might have been legal, but we didn't think so. So we didn't take it, but we made it back. And now we're just gonna have dinner and then spot on that hillside a little bit, maybe see a few moose. We have a group of moose that we might be going after tomorrow that we saw. There's like 15 to 20 moose there, which is a lot. So there could be a big bull with them, but yeah, we're gonna spot for a while and see if we see anything. Good morning, we're up this morning. Just got light out about 45 minutes ago. And we're heading to go see if we can find the bull. Today's last day of season. So hopefully we'll be able to find a nice bull today that might be legal. So we're gonna head up the trail. We're working our way to a spot where we saw a group of cows yesterday. So we're gonna see if we see any bulls with them. It might be legal because there was like 15 to 20 cows there. But yeah, we're gonna head there and see if we can find any bulls. Made it up here. The fog mostly cleared. And we found a group of moose that we saw yesterday. There's a big bull over there. It's kind of hard to see from here, but it's about 45, 46 probably, so it's not legal. And then there's another little bull over there. And that one's just barely paddled out. And there's another one somewhere in the center of those trees. And it might be like a 2x3. So it might be a fork on one side, but we'll see. So we're gonna check out all these moose and see if there's any legal bulls with them, but so far we haven't found them. Well, none of those bulls up there were legal, so we're gonna head down and just spot for a little bit, see if we see anything. There's a couple of bulls up there, but we didn't think any of them were legal, and we didn't see any other bulls. Except we're across the river, so we're gonna go down here and spot for a little bit and see if we can see anything. So we're down here spotting, and we spotted the bull from yesterday and a new group of cows over there. It's a long ways away, but we were looking at the spot and we saw it in this group of cows. One of them turned its head, and it turns out it was actually a fork. So we can shoot a fork where we're in. So, like, it's legal to shoot a fork here. So we're gonna take the 4-wheelers down to the river, cross the river, and then start hiking up there after them and see if we can't get this fork. It's the last day of season, so if we get them, that would be really fortunate. So let's head down there. Okay, we made it. The 4-wheelers are down there. We're heading up to see if we can get this bull. It's probably about 800 yards that way. So we're gonna see if we can get to it. We looked at the spy scope, it starts to really show. Backing it out. Those ways to back it down the hill. So let's get over there and start working on it. Here it is, the bowl. 2x2. Nice bowl. So yeah, we're gonna get cutting this up. Gonna take a lot of work. Luke and Dad hopefully will come to help us. We'll see. But
it's not that heavy.
Luke and Dad just made it.
Surprised me.
And we already got 3/4 off. Been here for a while. Luke's about to pack 2 down.
I'll be back up in another
But
one.
yeah, we're gonna finish this up. Hopefully we can get it mostly packed out before it gets dark. So yeah, let's keep getting this. I can't show it because it'll probably get demonetized if I show the actual moose. But I'll show you guys the rack once we get it sawed off. But yeah. Okay, we got it all in game bags. Here is the rack and 2x2, and we got all of it cut up, and Luke's already taken 2 hindquarters down, so he's probably down getting close to the wheelers by now. So we're gonna load up this stuff on our packs
I heard you guys yell
head
when I yelled.
back
That was good.
to the wheelers. Okay, we got it all packed up. Dad and Uncle Joe are over there getting their loads. Isaac's right there. He got some guns, backpack, and some stuff. I got loose meat and front quarter. A little bit of meat, probably 110 pounds. So not too bad. Last year we got a big bull and that was a lot heavier. But yeah, we're gonna head back to the wheelers and then load this stuff up. Made it back. All of the moose. Side by side. So let's head back to camp. Nice moose. And even though it wasn't a big bull, we're happy for it. So gonna head back to camp. Made it back. It's dark out. Got the moose hanging for the night. Here's the little rack. Yeah, that's a lot of meat, including a little bit on the grill for dinner. So yeah, pretty cool. We got a bull day on the last day of season. We're probably gonna head out probably the day after tomorrow, and we'll probably just hang out around camp tomorrow. And then once we get home, we'll probably grind up the meat and put it away. So yeah, we're gonna hang out for a while, have some moose for dinner and stuff. Yeah. So we decided to put a tarp over it just to protect it from in case it rains hard tonight, because it looks like it's gonna rain hard. So we got the meat under there, the antlers right there. It's getting late, so we're gonna head to bed. We'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning, or actually good afternoon. It's later in the afternoon. We got the moose rack, the little antlers, and then we got all the meat under here. So we're gonna head back to the truck, get loaded up, head home, and then we're gonna start processing the meat in a few days from now. So I'll add that to the end of this video. But yeah, pretty good. Made it back to the truck, got everything loaded up. So now we're heading back home, and then a day or two from now we'll cut up the moose. So, and we'll process it. So.
Yeah.
Well, it's the morning. It was really late last night, so I didn't take a video. But it was dark and stuff. We got all the meat hung up, and this morning we are packaging it up and cutting it up. They got a quarter over here, grinding up some burger. Then we got moose steak. So we're gonna get this all processed. Okay, we finished up cutting up all the moose meat, Now we have a moose in our freezer. So when we hunt for moose, we don't go for a trophy, but if we see one, we'll take it. But this year we didn't get a trophy, but we just go for the meat. So that was what we got. But yeah, if you guys liked this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.